Why, hello, and welcome to the podcast First Chances with Chance. This is the second episode of the podcast, and I will be talking about the first time I received stuff from a brand. But if you haven't watched the first episode, go watch it after you're done with this, and I actually have some updates for you guys. So I finally have the phone number for the podcast, the text in or dial in if you want to leave a voicemail, a voice message for me. You can call 561-320-7085. And I will have it on the screen for you, and I will put it in the description down below for you guys. And if you don't want to do that, instead just DM me at the just DM me on the podcast Instagram, First Chances with Chance. Any of your guys' stories, and I will be collecting them all, and actually eventually be making a whole podcast about your guys' stories. So don't forget to actually do the text in, call in, or DM me. So in today's podcast, like I said, we will be talking about the first times I received stuff from a brand. In fact, I'm wearing something that I received from a brand from Levi's. And so the first time that I received stuff from a brand would have been actually my second episode on my channel. Back when I first started my channel, there was the brand or company called Hush Cosmetics, where they were making a whole bunch of dupe palettes for a lot of high-end palettes. Like one of them was the Anastasia Beverly Hills one of the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. And another one would have been I think the Heat palette. I don't know. I forget what the actual name was called. But yeah, I received like about 6 palettes from Hush to do like a little video for them. And it was like my second video on my channel, so I didn't really know what I was doing. I was still learning the ins and outs of YouTube. They didn't pay me. They just sent me a bunch of the palettes and that and stuff. And now the big thing for the cheap palettes is either with the online companies, it would be like SheGlam. I mean, I don't know if they do like a lot of dupes like Hush did, but Hush had some pretty good palettes. Other than that, some of them were chalky, but for my first couple palettes, it was whatever. Now I don't even know how many palettes I have. Not from Hush, but like Makeup Revolution, BH Cosmetics, and all of them. But other than that, that was pretty much it for that brand. I've now do stuff with Influenster, and I just recently did a promotion for on Brand Backer. So Influencer is a company that has other companies. It is a app or online thing where you receive said Vox boxes, and those Vox boxes will contain different items in them. So I've received a bunch of skincare, a bunch of colognes, a bunch of like not perfumes per se, but just like a little scents that I've had a review. I've just recently did a thing with Dr. Jart, which was the face mask and a PHA exfoliating serum. So that stuff's perfectly fine by me. Like, I don't. What I used to do when I first started my account on YouTube was pretty much I went around emailing some companies to send me stuff, but other than that, it wasn't really a lot. Now with Influencer though, I've been getting I've been getting like box boxes. There's times that yes, they will have you go out and buy the product, but then they will reimburse you. So with that reimbursement, you're pretty much not paying for the product. You might be paying a little bit with the tax, but that's like any brand I've worked with. I've worked with a company called Leovard before, where the first time I reviewed their product, it was a aftershave serum, a aftershave tonic, and with those two products, they paid me $10, but that was because I was also still beginning out, and there is still a fresh brand on Amazon, which, don't get me wrong, I love their motto. Like, they're all about natural ingredients and all of that stuff. So I've worked with them. No, it was not. I hadn't had to sign any NDAs, so I'm perfectly fine talking about all of these brands that I'm talking about. I've worked with Minimal with some of their konjac sponges. So with the konjac sponges, they are natural konjac root, and I'm sure you've seen Jessica Alba's company have konjac sponge, which is more expensive than Minimals. So with Minimals, it's like you're paying $1 for each konjac sponge, and it works great, especially for a facial exfoliator. Just reapplying my lip gloss. I don't know if I've received a lip gloss from... Oh no, I have. The lip luster from Leovard. Oh my god. When I say that product lasts, it lasts. It's almost like the lifter gloss from... I mean, it's better than the lifter gloss, I'd probably say. Which I need to order more. Definitely need to order more. But a lot of companies nowadays are working with like influencers, so that's why I started doing like all the influencer apps like Influenster and Brandbacker, like I've been saying. So I've received some high-end colognes from I want to say I just received one from Gucci. I haven't received anything from YSL. So I've received a lot of the scents, like was saying. I know I've received stuff from Gucci. Oh, Giorgio Armani sent me stuff twice before. They've sent me a full-size cologne that I really like when I'm feeling like masculine and stuff. Other than that, I've worked with a lot of some high-end scents. There's only a select few that I've actually liked. Like, there's been like a $110 one that was full size that was sent to me. And I, of course, can't use it because it has lavender in it. And I think I'm actually allergic to lavender. Yeah, lavender, get anything with lavender or like lavandin any derivative of lavender gives me a bad headache, which really is tough because, like, hard for me because a lot of those scents smell good. I mean, there are some that, like, I literally smell like lavender and it'll just, boom, done, and it gives me a headache. So that, any scent that you guys like with lavender, can't use it. Even with there's specific candles that I can't use, that I could use, but it gives me a headache. The same thing with, like, sprays, it gives me a headache. But Brandbacker, the only thing that I've really worked through them, like done through them, was the Exuviance campaign. And so with that, I pretty much received a full-size AHA exfoliating face wash. I received a sample size of their daily resurfacing toner or serum. I don't know, but it was a resurfacing daily resurfacing pad. Like, they sent me pads. That was the daily pads, I guess you can say. And then I received stuff from the other sample was a glycolic acid moisturizer, which I really love. Like, it literally holds the moisture in as well. I also like the Neutrogena hyaluronic acid moisturizer, but this one was sent to me, so I had to review it. The only thing I don't like is that some companies will send you, like, a full size of one product and then sample sizes of the other. Like, just send me full sizes of all of them, especially if it's a daily pad. Like, I'm gonna need more than just one if you want me to use the product for a week, like the products for a week. Like, this product was the kit. It was a kit for the holidays, and all I received was a full size of the face wash. Like, yeah, I had a like, you gave me the sample of the moisturizer, but I also need at least 7 of the daily pads. It was a men's kit that was supposed to be, like, yeah, for the face. So it was resurfacing. It would get rid of a lot of the sorry. It would get rid of a lot of the fine lines and all of that stuff. So I didn't really mind it. Like, that's gonna be my new favorite cleanser once I'm done with the e.l.f. cleanser that I'm using. But other than that, that's pretty much all that I'd be using. Like, I don't really want to be using the moisturizer or that kind of stuff. Other than that, it was fine. But a lot of the times, you just have to look for companies that are willing to give out products, that kind of stuff. Especially with Influencer, like, I get probably at least one Vox box a month, at least. Like, yeah, I've been doing Influencer for probably about a year and a half now, or something like that. But I also review a lot of, like, their products. Like, a lot of the stuff that they send me are good products. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna lie because they sent me the stuff for free. Like, there have been products that I did not like at all, especially like the cologne with the lavender. I was literally, like, straightforward, like, I cannot use this, I'm allergic to lavender. So that kind of stuff is what I've been using for all of the products I review, especially, like, on my Instagram, you see a lot of the products that I review. Yes, there are some that have been taken down, but other than that, I haven't had any problems. I mean, not taken down, but like I'll archive them. I know with one of them, it was that I had to do um had to go out and get was recently the Motrin from Target. Did I post about that? I am not quite sure, but I had one of them. Like, yeah, what they do is they have you buy the product, and then they will have you send them the receipt, and they will reimburse you through PayPal, which is a lot of the times how I actually do a lot of my brand stuff, like outside of Influencer and Brand Backer. So what with PayPal, it's so much easier. Like, yes, they have changed like to where you are, if you receive over $600, you have to pay taxes on that. But I have not had to pay taxes on any of it because I don't receive over $600. Like, I'm not having somebody send me, like, I don't even have a sugar daddy that sends me over that because I don't have a sugar daddy because I'm independent on my own. Thank you very much. But really, if you guys are starting out on becoming a influencer, like especially on Instagram and whatnot, I definitely recommend you guys starting out on influencer and just doing your research on other stuff that like other companies with websites like that allow you to get like a head start on reviewing a lot of products. There are some companies or some websites, however, that will require at least like 1,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube or Instagram, or like a total of at least 1,000. There have been some that will require 50,000 or 5,000. It depends. Like, it's not gonna be like a straightforward thing. Like, I had to do my research. Like, I wanted to review products, yes, but I also knew that I had a low like follower amount, so it wasn't gonna be like that straightforward, that easy. Other than that, it's been pretty easy with, especially on Influencer. Like I said, they've sent me they probably send me at least one Vox box a month. There have been months that I haven't received Vox boxes, but I've been busy with other stuff, so I haven't been able to like keep up. Like, just recently, I had 2 Vox boxes that I had to review, and they don't require you to upload like within a specific deadline yet. Like, yeah, I mean they do, but it's not like a week after you receive your stuff like Brandbacker would. Brandbacker is one that like works directly with the company. Influencer, however, just has you sometimes post on Instagram or sometimes even TikTok. But that's it. Like, yes, there'll be times that Influencer will actually notify you that, like, hey, such and such brand actually liked your post. Like, is it okay for them to use it? And I've had, I want to say, the Philips Norelco post of me in the shower using their body razor, which I've actually been really using lately, which is why my hair's shorter than, well, you usually see on my YouTube. Like, it's gonna stay this short. Like, I love it. They actually liked my post and posted it on their account. Like, you could still see, like, go and search for it on their account, and it would be there. Like, it's there. But Don't forget to comment down below if you're on the YouTube portion of this podcast, which, like I said, there'll actually be if you guys comment down below, there's going to actually be a whole, like I was saying earlier, there's going to be a whole podcast about your guys' comments down in the YouTube portion. And then with the listeners, you guys can text 561-320-7085. Like, you could call or text and leave a voicemail, or like I said again, text any of your guys' stories, or even DM me on the Instagram page for this podcast, First Chances with Chance, on Instagram. And I hope you guys like this podcast episode. Don't forget to like it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram with the podcast. And don't forget to listen anywhere you listen to podcasts. I'm still working on Pandora and a couple others. I did just recently get notified that it is up on Google Podcasts and also Amazon and Audible. So don't forget to check that out too while you guys are at it. Bye guys. Love you.